Very first thing you have to do is go on Google Images and find a Batman picture. Just print it out and cut it out, then you have your template. I would leave you a link, but seriously, just go on Google Images. It's so easy to find. You have your template, trace it onto steel, but if you follow me, you may realize I usually use magnets. Sometimes you could probably get away by just holding it there, but with something like this, there's a lot of curves and contours and stuff. I pronounced that wrong, but whatever. There's a lot of curves and stuff. So you want to use magnets to make sure it doesn't move at all, so you just get your nice shape. And you probably saw me do this before, to get a really straight line on parts that are straight, just put it up against the edge of the metal. That way you do not have to cut it out. So here's the rough cut of the shape. I just used my trusty tin snips, and for the more detailed spots you're probably not going to get, I used the hole puncher. Now you have to take it to your bench grinder and just bench grind it smooth. Though don't try to get these, we're going to get those with the file a little later. What it should look like whenever you're done grinding, your whole goal is to make it all symmetrical. Meaning that if I were to fold this in half, they would be about in the same places. Now while I was grinding, I added the bevels on that you'll need, and it's just much easier doing it than a file. But now what you have to do now, you have to go and you have to file up this part right here, just to make it all nice and pretty. Once you are done filing and you're satisfied with the results, the ears aren't perfect, but they're good enough for what I'm using this for. You could, well really the next step decides on whatever your style is. You could either paint it black, or you could just give it a brushed appearance and keep it like this. Or you could give it a mirror shine. That would look pretty cool. I'm probably going to paint it black, then do a mirror shine later. And I'll probably show that in another video. As you can see, I shined up the batarang. I just used a wire wheel and scraped off all the, I just pretty much scraped it all up and got it ready for the black acrylic paint. Here it is, all partially painted. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Well, it's actually a no-brainer, but get your pliers, hold it by the one end that you painted it, you were using to hold it while you were painting it, and just put it over something really hot, and that'll make it dry much faster. I probably didn't even need to say that, but if you need it, there it is. Now, just if you realize there's a lot of imperfections, now paint the corner that you missed and the imperfections on the batarang. Once it's all black, painted and dry, what you need now is a sanding sponge of some type, or just like a file. You can probably use a file and just sand around the ridges of the batarang. Now this will give it the real superhero batarang look, and it'll look really cool. So here's the finished batarang. See how freaking awesome that looks with the beveled edges. Now, but I'm going to take it just one step further, and I'm going to give it a clear coat just so it's a little more shiny, and just so it's protective, so whenever I throw it, the paint's not going to scratch off. Not sure how well you could see, but here I just did a few light layers on one side. It's always better just to do several layers than just one big layer. Now I'm going to wait about 20 minutes before I put another coat on this, and I'm using Rust-Oleum. In all the projects I did that I needed to clear coat, it just worked the best. And make sure whenever you do this, it's super important to do it in a ventilated area. I'm just doing this with my garage door open, just to get all the fumes out. You really don't want to breathe this stuff in, it could hurt your lungs. Just shake it around a little bit so it doesn't stick onto the cardboard. or you shouldn't be using that much clear coat, but if you did add that much, just shake it around and just give it the second coat, just real thin like that. I was letting the clear coat dry. The wind actually picked it up, like the cardboard box it was on, and flipped it over, and then the clear coat had stones and stuff like in it. So what I did, I just scraped it all off and I just repainted it black. But you could do whatever you want. I actually recommend, I use acrylic paint. I recommend using paint used for metal on cars, or like, sorry, paint on cars. It just works. It'll probably just work much better and much easier too. Hey, thanks for watching my tutorial on how to make a Batarang. You could do this in any size you want actually. You don't have to make it small like me. You can make it 12 inches, 8 inches, I don't know, maybe smaller than this if you really want to. You could probably make like a keychain or something, but like sand down the edges. I think that would look really cool. Yeah, but anyways, I know I mentioned this a bunch of times in the video, but seriously, just do whatever you want with this. If you want to mirror shine it, mirror shine it. If you want to spray paint it black, spray paint it black. If you want to use acrylic paint, use acrylic paint. You know, just do whatever you want, make it yours. But the one thing I do ask, even though these are, like, I didn't sharpen this, these should be treated with the same respect as throwing knives and shrunkens, or shrunkens, I don't know how to pronounce it. Though the next build might be how to make umbrella ninja throwing stars. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool how to make. I'll show you the little tricks on how to do that. So anyways, I know, I think this video is running about 12 minutes long. If you saw the whole thing, thanks a lot, and I'll see you for the next tutorial.